Well, everyone, a question that I get probably never is, what is the perfect iPhone? And I've talked about this in a couple different ways before, but here's the thing. In my opinion, the perfect iPhone is pretty much an iPhone Apple has already made. I personally do think that the iPhone 11 Pro Max is one of the best phones of all time, and it is probably the best iPhone Apple has ever made in general. And I really don't think it even comes close. I think the 11 Pro series were easily some of the best phones Apple has ever made. The 12 is a little bit different. You would think the 12 Pro Max would be an improvement, and it is in some areas, but also in some areas it's kind of a downgrade. Now, in my opinion, the perfect iPhone would be an 11 Pro Max without the notch, with 120Hz refresh rate, with the ability of shooting 8K on the back. I think that is honestly the perfect iPhone I can think of, and if they throw in reverse wireless charging, that would be a beautiful device, pretty much like a Galaxy S21 Ultra, but with, iOS. That's essentially the exact iPhone I want. Now with the 11 Pro Max, it pretty much comes close. I mean, the display of this thing looks very good, and in my opinion, from what I've seen before, the 11 Pro Max and the 12 Pro Max, I think the 11 Pro Max has a better panel. I don't know why. It's just been one of those things that I get I don't know what type of color profile the 12 Pro Max is on, but the 11 Pro Max, in my opinion, definitely looks a little bit better from what I've seen. On top of that, I kind of like the curved. I like the flat design more, but the curved design really doesn't throw me off too much, and I'm okay with both. And on the back, one thing I've seen, the frosted glass back that the 11 Pro series brought for the first time is still an amazing feat of technology that other manufacturers have done before, but I love it. It feels so good in the hand. It's really one of my favorite feeling devices of all time, and the size of it is beautiful. It's a big size for sure, like I mentioned before, but it's not like a deal breaker. It's not like you're going to get this phone and it's going to be too big for you. You already know what it's going to be because you already are expecting a big phone. So it's easily one of my favorite devices for sure because of that massive size as well. And that's just the exterior. One of the biggest advantages for the 11 Pro Max, and one thing that kind of threw me off in the beginning was actually, I'm going to be honest, it was actually the battery. This thing had almost a 4,000 milliamp-hour battery inside of it, which in and of itself threw me off because Apple, with the next generation, with the 12 Pro Max, they actually decreased the size of the battery, which was pretty annoying. I don't know why they did that. It was one of those things they didn't have to do, but they did it anyway. And in my opinion, I wish they didn't do it, but again, what are we going to do? The 12 Pro Max's battery is good enough, it's really good still, but I feel like the 11 Pro Max's battery is perfect, even if they don't increase it, which I hope they do increase it over time, but this almost 4,000 mAh battery is massive and I love it a lot. The cameras of this thing are perfect as well. In my opinion, from the 12 Pro Max and the 11 Pro Max, there are very little differences in terms of battery. I found very little difference in terms of the cameras. They are almost identically the same, 4K at 60 on both the front and the back. There's no features that the 12 Pro Max has for the most part that the 11 Pro Max doesn't already have, except for a LiDAR sensor or something, but even that's not that big of a deal in my opinion. So I'm still a huge fan of this specific camera, and the performance is top tier as well. I mean, you can pick up this phone today, without having to go wait in line, and you can pick it up in the used market for, quite a bit of a price decrease as well. And this is another one of those big advantages, is just the performance is just so good. This phone is going to last you for so long in terms of a performance standpoint that, like I mentioned, you can pick it up today and compare it to an iPhone 15, and it's still probably not going to feel that much slower in my opinion. So that's pretty much it. I think the 11 Pro Max is one of the most perfect iPhones that Apple has ever made, and it's one of those rare devices where the previous generation is sometimes better than the next generation. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.